Hello and welcome to Leo for your main messages. So, if there's going to be an extended, which there have been so far for the zodiac, so I imagine yours will be as well, that will be available in my extended videos only link in the description box below. So remember, you are a conscious creator. Never give your power away to a outcome or a reading, right? You are a conscious creator, which means you shift and change your timeline with your free will choice. And don't take anything that doesn't resonate. So, Leo, I have a song synchronicity, and I don't know if I'm getting the lyrics right, but I'm hearing building on a mystery and choosing so carefully. So you are exploring a mystery here. Okay, Leo, with what's coming through, we have the 8th house mystery. Something has definitely piqued your interest. We also have Libra balanced. Okay, so things are balancing out in your experience. Libra energy brings balance, beauty, communication. Libras, I love Libra energy. Okay, personally, you could have strong Libra in your chart or be dealing with a Libra here, but there are scales being balanced in your experience. There's a sense of there's more curiosity than there is fear here for you in the month of May. Okay, the character energies that we have the soldier, guardian of nations, loyalty, honor, integrity, and selfless service. So you could be in the service here, or you could be dealing with somebody who's in this energy. We also have athlete, seeker of vitality, exercise, life, strength, and speed. Okay, so you're focused on your fitness, you're focused on your health. Some of you might have this might be two different masculine energies that you kind of have to choose from here. It's just kind of knowing yourself and where you're at. Are you the soldier and the athlete? Or are you dating the soldier and the athlete, right? Or the athlete. I did look into it's interesting. I want to get into the love messages before the main messages, which is interesting. But for those of you that are in a relationship with someone, you're mirroring quite a bit back to each other. You're mirroring each other, your self-image. Relationships reflect our wounds, introspection. So some of you might be mirroring your shadow back and forth to each other a little bit. Be careful with that, right? You don't want to take on someone else's experience or their karma or, be attached to them in that way. But I feel like what's being mirrored to you is something that is making you happy. We have blissful, joyful, and content. So things are being revealed to you that you like to see within this person, but also within yourself. And they're excited about you. They're elated, thrilled, and enthusiastic. Okay, so there is this energy of the sacral and the root chakra coming through here. We also have biscuits and gravy, classic, I am dependable. So it could be dependability that you're mirroring back and forth to each other, maybe not necessarily a wounding energy. It could be shadow, but sometimes the shadow is just what we haven't integrated, what we don't what we don't know yet about ourselves. It's not always something that is, dark or shameful by any means, right? So you are mirroring a lot back and forth, you and this person, this individual. So that's one energy that's coming through here. And we have, I remember past life. I remember our past lives. Okay, so that could be somebody that you do have a past life connection with, perhaps. Okay, and then we have desire. I can still taste you. So very clearly, there's this sense of this energy desiring you, happy with you. And when that desire from past lives, that memory from past lives of the passion from past lives, I don't know why I'm having a hard time communicating this. When that comes forward, it's a force. It is a force of desire. So some of you could be exploring that and be really curious about it. Others of you, those that are single, I feel like you might be single parents, or you could be both, where you have a new connection with someone and this is an ex, or perhaps, you share custody. We do have karmic relationship, okay, fleeting triggers, turmoil, resentment, lessons, letting go, and loving you. So this could still be somewhat in your energy, something you want to clear out. We have love call, someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. But I feel like the energy of this probably this X energy, okay, is respectful, okay, courteous, admiring. But you see, they're kind of like opponents here, right? So if you are co-parenting, obviously, you're doing it on a respectful, you have respect for each other, you have an interesting kind of dynamic. The energy that you have for this person is love, platonic, devoted, affectionate, and tender. So you care. You care about this person. And then we have salad inspired. Courage inspires me to exceed all expectations. So I do feel like you are an example for this person. So some of you, yes, it could be that this is an ex and you're co-parenting, or you are navigating kind of a karmic cycle within a connection here, but doing it in a respectful way. Okay. You may be putting the romance on the back burner in this connection and focusing on the friendship or more the platonic energy, of kind of supporting, assisting each other in that way. That could be the case as well here, Leo. Okay. When we get into our past life energy, it's interesting. We do have the parent-child energy coming through. So there could be healing the inner child. We have self-doubt, feelings of inadequacy. There's that mirror energy. So that's something that could be mirroring back and forth with this person that you're healing, and you're happy about it because for many of you, on your journey, you see like, okay, I can work on this. This is great that this is being mirrored to me. This is going to, once I clear this, it's leading to more fulfillment for me. Okay. We also have addictions, reactive behaviors, reclaiming your power. So if you did have kind of a karmic cycle, you were navigating with someone or dealing with a karmic individual, someone who is triggering you, you are healing that so that you're not so easily triggered, so that you are not knocked off balance, right? By someone's toxicity or by someone who's trying to manipulate you, right? Because we do have that balance energy and mystery. Then we have wealth, abundance, and entitlement. Okay, so you might resonate with the Aries message a little bit as well, because Aries was unlocking wealth codes within their May message. Okay, but yeah, it feels like you're healing quite a bit in May. And for those of you that are parents, you're doing it not just for you, but you're doing it for your children, right? Or you're doing it for your inner child here. You're overcoming some addictions. Or perhaps, this person, for those of you that are in single energy, meaning you're not in a grounded relationship with this person or anymore, it could be that they're moving through some addictions and really like all you can really be is a friend supporting this person, to help those healthy boundaries, right? Look, and we even have like salad, like you are a healthy influence on this person here. Okay. So that could be it as well. But yeah, many of you, you're healing your relationship with money, your relationship with your free will, with believing in yourself, balancing out your experience. Okay. Some of you might have had like parents that dealt with addictions, dealt with self-doubt, that chose a path that was expected of them rather than what they truly wanted. But that's a cycle that you're breaking here. Okay. When we get into the tarot, we have the King of Cups, we have the Ace of Wands, and we have the Five of Cups. So this is where that message comes through, choosing so carefully, right? That's what you're doing here. So someone is going to be expressing their feelings. In this deck, the King of Cups is somebody who's conquered love, which is kind of funny the way that they say it, but it's like someone who is emotionally intelligent, right? Someone who's not afraid to open up their heart and express it and show who they are. And in this card, there's like this, I grabbed a more shadowy deck here, so heads up about that. There's kind of like this beastly sort of energy, like the beauty and this woman here. Okay, so there's like that contrast of the light and the shadow energy coming through, but I feel like for many of you, there is love here and there is healing here, but with boundaries, right? We do have the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Wands in this deck is like your dreams coming to fruition. You are very focused on your dreams. You are very focused on your plans and your success at this time, okay? More so than you are love. In love, you've kind of been disappointed with the Five of Cups, okay? But there is someone, that perhaps you're taking a look at here and you are thinking about perhaps, but you're a bit weary, okay? You're a bit weary, especially if it's somebody you've dealt with before. I'm getting like two different messages where if it's somebody you've dealt with before and you're kind of now sort of just being more a like supportive friend or co-parenting with them, you're definitely still weary of this person, right? Because they've disappointed you before. But if you are with someone in a grounded relationship or things seem to be going really well, you're mirroring a lot to each other. You could be mirroring a lot of light energy to each other, right? With this happiness, blissful, joyful, content, and this person's excited. It's almost like honeymoon energy, or like, I don't feel like this is a long-term connection. It feels more like a honeymoon energy, like the honeymoon phase, right? Where you're just getting to know each other and you've got like that, the butterflies in your stomach and there's that excitement, that happiness, the rose-colored glasses on. Like that's kind of what it feels like. But yes, I am dependable. That's something that's really important for you. Okay, especially for those of you that are parents. If you're dating someone new, you obviously want to make sure there's someone that is healthy to be around, your family. So yeah, it's interesting. You are exploring this. You're not denying, what your heart is speaking to you about. You're kind of following your bliss here, Leo, is what this feels like. You're taking initiative and action in your life for your dreams to become concrete plans, right? And show up in fruition. And you're checking in with yourself frequently throughout May. Okay. The next one we have is the Magician as the outcome. So the Magician energy can be manipulation, right? But it's upright. So you use your own discernment, but the Magician energy is stepping into your power, utilizing your resources, remembering that you're magic. The Magician energy is instant manifestation. Some of you, it's like you might manifest somebody coming back from the past that you're like, whoops, I did not mean to do that. But if you're vibing high, if you're in this Ace of Wands, you're on like a joyful timeline, you can quickly manifest in. So you've got to be careful with that. Make sure that it's in alignment with what you do want to bring into your experience. But with this Magician energy coming through as the outcome, it's like you are seeing the fruition of your manifestations, of what you are creating here. And I feel like somebody else is too with that Magician. Okay. I feel like they're like, I've got to take off my mask and take a closer look. And this might also be like the energy of this mirroring energy with this person where it's like, this is deeper than I thought, You have to be careful with past life energy too, because, sometimes we can get stuck in those loops and those aren't the best people, or partners for us. But you want to explore this carefully. As long as it remains balanced and it's something that is beneficial to you, you're still wanting to explore this here. But I'm seeing, excuse me, Leo, you're very focused and you're in your power with that Magician energy. I also get this King of Cups as a bit of a protective energy too, for you. But I also sense, Leo, that even though you are with this, for those of you that are in a grounded connection or like moving forward with someone with your connection, you're taking your time. You're still somewhat keeping them at a distance. Okay? She has those claws on her hands, right? Or some of you are really embodying the lion energy, right? The lioness energy with the claws. But you're still protective. You're protective of your heart. You're protective of your energy because you know the value of it and what you're creating and building. And I'm feeling like so many of you, it's like, well, you don't want to get distracted by a relationship from your goals. Okay, even though like there is happiness here, or this person is showing themselves as being dependable. But we're going to get into the extended, and I'm going to get deeper into your energy because you're kind of a bit standoffish, like a bit held back. So we're going to dive a little bit deeper into that. So if you're joining me there, we'll see you in the extended. If not, I hope this brought you value. and honored you and, you know, your dreams becoming a reality here with the aligned action that you're taking. So take the best care of yourself. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you soon.